paying attention? If you're not, get out of here. Example 1, there are 3 1/5 pies on the shelf. If the baker takes away 1 2/5 pies, how many pies are left on the shelf? So we're going to do a little subtracting here. So I have, wait, where was it? Oh, 3 1/5. William, Ian, zip it. Minus 1 2/5. So I am looking at my fractions and I'm not going to be able to subtract 1/5 from 2/5. So I need to borrow from this 3 and then zip it. And then I have 2 and 6/5. That's because I took 5 and I added it to the 1. So now I have 2 and 6/5 minus 1 2/5. So 2 and 6/5 minus 1 2/5. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And then 6/5 minus 2/5 is going to be 4/5. So my answer for how much is left is 1 4/5. 1 4/5 is remaining of the pie. Were you doing it the way that they showed in the book?
I still got the
Yeah.
I changed them both to mixed numbers.
Oh yeah. That's another way that you can do it, but I like doing it this way. To me, it's the quicker way to get your answer. Way less complicated, yeah. Okay, so that's example 1. Let's try example 2. Example 2, I'm on page 151 at the bottom if you're wondering where. So simplify 3 5/8 minus 1 7/8. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did on the last one, because if I'm looking at my fractions, you're going to notice 5, oh darn, 5, what? There we go. Okay, I guess not. So 5/8 is less than 7/8. That means I need to borrow from this 3 right there, okay? So let's do that. So I'm going to do the same thing I did on the last problem. Well, that's why it's small. So I'm going to borrow from, what's happening? So I'm going to borrow from this 3, and I now have 2, and then I'm going to add 8/8 to 5/8, which is going to be 13/8. 13/8. Now I can finish up this problem. So 2 minus 1, so that's my big numbers, the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then 13 minus 7, so those are my top 2 numbers in my fraction. 13 minus 7 is going to be 6/8. So 1 6/8. And I could reduce it, yep, which would be 1 3/4. Yep. So that's example 2. Let's go for example 3. Where's example 3 at?
It's not the one.
Oh, it's at the very bottom. Percentages. Example 3, we're at the very bottom. So I have 83 1/3% minus 41 2/3%. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing. 1/3 is smaller than 2/3, so I need to borrow from the 83. And I now have 82, which means 3/3 plus 1/3 is going to be 4/3 minus 41 2/3. Now I can finish this out. So 82 minus 41 is going to be 41. And then 4/3 minus 2/3 is going to be 2/3. So my answer is going to be 41 2/3%. Okay, so that's example 3. Example 4, which is on the next page. So on page 152, example 4. Example 4 on page 152, I have 6 minus 1 3/4.
I do it.
Explain how I do it.
Subtract 1.
So that's gonna be 5, and then what?
And then take it down to 4 and 4/4.
Yep, so 5 and then 4/4, because 5 plus 4/4 is just gonna be 6. Good. Minus 1 3/4. So how am I gonna do that? Minus the big numbers, 5 minus 1 is 4, and then 4/4 minus 3/4 is 1/4.
Yeah.
So I have 4 and 1/4. Good. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but when I start with 100%. So example 5. Example 5. So I have 100% minus 16 2/3%. Yes, William. Yes, explain. From where you're at.
So first you treat it like any normal fraction problem. So you just make the percentages disappear from the line. You
Mhm.
do that till the end. So you cross out 100 and make it a 99.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the numerator and denominator for the other fraction, which would be 3/3 since it's a whole number.
Yep.
And then that's when you minus.
Yep.
So you get
What's that answer going to be?
83 and 1/3.
Yep. 83 and 1/3.
And then you add
percent.
Ooh, black screen.
Well, guess it's not going to disappear. Go away. There we go. So 83 and 1/3%. So I'm subtracting my big numbers. So 99 minus 16. And then I took 3/3 minus 2/3, which is 83 and 1/3%. Okay. So that goes over all the A through E and how to do all those. And then you guys have 1 through 23 odd. So keep chugging through there. Hopefully you can get a good amount of your homework done in class. Okay. Hopefully I recorded that. Oh, I am still recording. Good.